Good morning, everyone. Mexico City. Thank you for watching. In case that you're watching this as a replay, we are going to be today we are in Mexico City, January 2021. The lockdown in Mexico City, it's almost over. It's kind of a partially taking down. We're going to see a little bit of that. And well, remember, if you are watching this on YouTube and Twitch, subscribe, turn on the notifications so you can be aware when we start. We are doing these streams 3 times a week. Maybe actually this month we're going to do a little bit more, but either way I will let you know. I'm Ubish and today I'm going to be with Rodrigo, and I just wanted to show you a little bit of this beautiful monument of the Revolucion that we are seeing now. This is Tabacalera neighborhood, and here is where we are going to start. We got some coffee from here. Actually, later in another live stream I will show you this coffee shop. It's very good coffees, chocolates. I want to do like a coffee shops in the downtown because we are very near the downtown. And yes, here we are. Like the downtown is pretty much walking distance from here. So today it's quite sunny. I actually just moved to this neighborhood, so I will do another live stream about how it's to live over here. And yeah, maybe you like also this neighborhood better than the other one that I was showing you before. This one, remember, is Tabacalera. Let me see. I think that you guys can see well. Let me just check the gimbal. Yeah, I think that you can see a little bit of. Let me fix it. Let's see. Yeah, I think. Yeah. Lady Karma. Yeah. Another live, another neighborhood, another day, another live tour over here. So let me just change the view. So here we can see Rodrigo coming with his coffee.
Hello. Sorry I'm late. I was just waiting on this coffee. How are you guys? Good morning.
What did you get?
It's like the classic drink from here. They call it lechero. It's like a cappuccino but made in a Veracruzano style. So they get first the espresso shot, but then the milk has to be dripped like very high so that it foams, and that's what you get.
That's a good one. Clayton, Benjamin, thank you so much. Lady Karma, buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
Almost afternoon, no, almost noon. But yeah, today we're going to be in Tabacalera. Let me just move this over there so you can see Rodrigo better. So let me check. I think that do you think this is the gimbal, or it's just like?
Oh yeah, I think this is it's the position of the phone.
Yeah. Mike Chaim, hi. Well, yeah, it's good. Arrancaron con 6. Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for everyone who is here. All right, so where do we start? We start with this coffee shop, or where do we start, Rodrigo?
Yeah, we can start with this coffee shop. Well, today, welcome. This is a very nice day. I'm gonna put the mask on. Sorry, drank my coffee. To be honest, the air quality today is not as the greatest or as great as it was the past few days, but it's still a very warm, beautiful day. And we could start with this little corner. This corner has the shops, the coffee shop and the especially the coffee known as Don Porfirio. They've been here for more than a decade now. I have been here for more than 11 years. It's just a traditional coffee shop, but it's actually very good also. And the owners are just having a conversation right now over there. In fact, it's that couple over there under the shade. As you can see, the strategy today, since the open air is better for the contingency, for the pandemic, they have been able to set some tables outdoors on this beautiful patio that is part of the Plaza de la República. Okay. So for those that want to improve your Spanish, we can also help you with that. The name of the neighborhood is Tabacalera. Why do you think so it is? Because it sounds like tobacco. Tobacco, it's tobacco. and we're gonna discover the national company of tobacco or cigarettes used to be located. That's why the name of the neighborhood is Tabacalera or Tabacalera. Okay.
Awesome. Great. So, where should we start to walk? Maybe like over there?
Yeah, we can see the
monument.
The monument, no?
Okay.
This is the jam, so we can start walking over there, and then we'll talk something
Yeah,
about
here we can have a very beautiful view. But maybe to check more details, we can be a little bit closer, right?
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Let's start to cross. So how are you guys? Remember that you can ask us any question. Right now, the lockdown it's kind of changing a little bit. It's not as strict anymore, but also like some people is getting more rebel about it, especially the restaurants. Here a commercial of Pepsi.
Please sponsor us, Pepsi.
Yeah.
Come on.
Let's see. Pepsi Mexico, come on. Let's see.
Let's see Pepsi.
Is Mexico City still dangerous for a tourist? Your name is kind of a hard. Sorry if I messed it up. So well, that's a conception. Hello, I was referred by walking commuter. Thank you so much, Shells. All good. All right, Mexico City used to have a really bad reputation. We understand that. But certainly, me and Rodrigo, we always say that Mexico City has changed a lot. And sometimes, I don't know if you think the same, Rodrigo, but maybe the city is a little bit more safer for tourists than for locals. What do you think?
Yeah, I would say that's true.
Yeah.
That also would depend on the type of local you are. If
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Maybe you're the dangerous local.
I'm the dangerous. Yeah, I'm the dangerous. Like you and I, we always say it's like probably now Mexico City could be considered the safest place in Mexico.
Yeah, true.
So that's just how far it has come in terms of really trying to fight back this reputation.
Yes.
Which, on the other hand, it was also more a reputation than a fact.
Widimy says, I'm a dangerous tourist. Then we have to be careful of you, Widimy.
then we have to get together.
Yeah.
Do some dangerous stuff.
Clayton, is a local in Condesa safer than a tourist in Condesa?
No.
Yeah.
They're both safe, I would say, no?
Yeah, I think both are safe. Especially Condesa. I don't know what do you think about this, Rodrigo, but for a while, because of all the nightclubs and things like that, there were some weird things going on over there, selling drugs in the bathrooms and things like that.
Oh yeah, well that's true. I mean, it was very recently,
Yeah.
actually fairly recent,
Yeah.
to be honest. But it was some kind of like a raging intention of the mobsters
Yeah.
to kind of like be in control of the successful businesses
Yes, exactly.
by harassing them or by blackmailing them or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. So it was more like for the business owners who were like,
Yeah. But some businesses were actually playing along.
Yeah.
They were like, yeah, we want that. No, we were waiting for you to let us sell drugs in our restrooms or whatever.
Yeah.
And those would be also like these nightclubs with electronic music or
Yeah.
stuff like that. And they would try to keep it in control. Like you wouldn't really feel like scared.
No. It was not that they forced you to buy or anything.
But
no.
as a local, like as a Mexican from Mexico City, I was surprised. I was shocked the first time I went to the restroom in Condesa in one of these places, and they were like, "You want to get anything for your party? It's totally like allowed." And I was like, "What?"
Yeah, it was like in Playa del Carmen. I don't know if you ever been.
Yeah,
or like
exactly,
Cancun,
like in
similar.
Cancun.
So it was a weird vibe, but that pretty much ended, and it was maybe 6 businesses got affected, but I was very shocked also to see that. So I think it all depends, if you come just like a normal safe tourist, to just enjoy the neighborhoods, the food, the market, if you're not looking for drugs,
You're looking for trouble.
yeah, if you're not looking for trouble, then you're safe, no? So should we start over here, Rodrigo, or where?
Yeah, well, it is a very sunny and warm day, and I brought a light jacket, but
Well, what are you
It
thinking?
wasn't the best idea. But honestly, I think this is the thing that makes me feel the warmer, like hotter. Really.
Yeah, true.
Well, guys, this is a very iconic and very important and special place in Mexico City. As you know, the older we go in terms of the area we cover, we will experience, or we will be able to see, different architectonic styles and also changes that happened along the centuries. This portion of the city, what we call Tabacalera neighborhood, is really tiny compared to Condesa or Roma. No? Roma and Condesa are several blocks. No? They are comprised of several blocks. However, the location that it has is really cool because of the avenues that border Tabacalera and the proximity to the old downtown or the historical district. That we haven't been yet there, but we will certainly go soon. In the next 2 weeks maybe.
Soon, yeah.
So the place where we are standing has a lot of history, and it's important because it's like the heart, is the very center, the axis of Tabacalera neighborhood. No? From here, everything sprawls around for these few blocks in every direction. However, if you walk towards the east, which would be there, walking straight ahead to the east will take you to Zócalo Square, or the main downtown, the old district of the city.
Yeah.
So we are located in what could be considered the west from this portion. You have to walk straight, no turns needed. You will make it to Zócalo, straight ahead. Now this place goes back in time for about 100 years. The place that we are looking at, or this monument, colossal little monument, it's called the Revolution Monument, and it's also a mausoleum. But it wasn't really intended to be that in the first place. This was a structure that was built under the commission of our dictator, well, the one that they had about 100 years ago, Porfirio Diaz. We have talked about him before. He was responsible also for Roma and Condesa projections and construction too. So Mr. Diaz, as he was a dictator, he was in love with the French architecture and the concept of modern world and bourgeoisie, so to say. He wanted to have a congress, like the local congress house, built here in this square or this plaza. You know? Problem was that the project was started actually by a French architect, Émile Bernard, in 1910, the very year when the revolution or the civil war started. And that was in order to overthrow the dictator. So the project had to be put on hold. However, the main and the central structure had been already completed after 2 years. In 1912, they stopped building this place. All the structure inside is made of iron steel, and it was like an artisanal piece of art, really, guys. After it was left abandoned, almost 20 years later, or 15 years later, in the 1930s, another architect had the great idea of turning this abandoned structure into the mausoleum of the heroes of the revolution or the civil war. No? Those guys that were in charge of finally being able to overthrow and exile the dictator, Mr. Diaz. So names like Madero, names like Pancho Villa, maybe you remember him, names like Emiliano Zapata, some of these remains, the remains are being buried or held under custody here. No? It is also, as you can see, like it has like an observation deck on top. You can actually go upstairs. There's a way to go to the top, to the little lantern at the very top. You can go from one of the legs, one of the towers, if you want to climb your way up by the stairs. And the most nice and 6 was the panoramic elevator right in the middle. So this one was a controversial one because people didn't really want the elevator to be here. Some people, others were like, this is a cool project, so who cares? So now the elevator takes you all the way up to the little lantern so that you can actually appreciate the city from above.
Yeah, maybe we can take a closer look over there. No, let me just read a few of the comments over here.
Yeah.
Weedy, looks like you're walking in a safe zone. Yeah, this is a pretty safe zone. I mean, pretty much always, maybe in the night, you will see a few homeless people that they will go like near you and things like that. But that, happens in every city, no? I remember I was in New Zealand and I met the only homeless man in New Zealand, which was pretty interesting, but I will let you know that story after. Yeah, you give money, she'll be safe. Yeah, we the nice stream so far. We are glad that you're liking it. By the way, guys, if you are enjoying the stream, if you hit the like button, if you put the algorithm of YouTube and Twitch to understand that we are doing something interesting and good. And what else? Let me see. Very informative. Hello, Rex. Mike, this is mostly business district, right? What do you think? I will say that over there it's very near Reforma, so it's a business district, but there's a few big hotels like the Barceló
And the Hilton.
the Hilton, and yes, over there it's like business, and over here also offices, lots of offices, right?
Let me put it this way, if I may. So that's why I was telling you about the avenues that border the neighborhood, this barrio, and that's why it is so rich because of the mixture. If you walk to north over there to those avenues, then you will make it to neighborhoods like Guerrero or Buenavista. These neighborhoods are a lot more like barrio, like hoods, like a lot more close. They are very pretty, but they're not exactly like as open. Don't get me wrong, they're not really dangerous. They're just more like aparted, separated in a way, but they're just over there. Also, if you walk to the west, farther west, you'll make it to San Rafael. That is, it's also a very old neighborhood, but that one is becoming gentrified a lot more, even recently. And all the south and the east, which would be this area, it's right on Reforma Boulevard or Reforma Avenue, which is the most beautiful and fancy boulevard of the city. You guys have seen it before with us or with Ubesh, even the one that was at night. It was really cool. So all that part is hotels, businesses, corporations, and even like towers that are either condos or offices too.
Here they ask, will you show the barrios? Yeah, I really want to show the barrios also. Those streams maybe we'll do it early in the morning to see how the barrios wake up. And you have a particular neighborhood that you want to see, just write it in the comment, guys. Remember that we are just some unemployed tourist guys right now, that we are trying to do our best that we can. So yeah, Rex, I love the view. Thank you so much, Rex. We are glad that you love the view. All right, so what are we going to see?
Well, we could see here what I was telling you, the people responsible of the project that changed the original structure. I wish I had a photograph. I didn't bring it, sadly, but as you wanted to see, imagine that the project that the French guy wanted to build here for the dictator looked just like the Capitol in Washington, D.C. That's exactly the type of structure they wanted to make. It was incompleted, and these guys were the people responsible of making what we have today. Carlos Obregón, which was a very popular and renowned architect of that time, and Oliverio Martinez, which made the sculptures, maybe exactly in the flanks, right in the corners of the 4 big towers here.
Thank you so much, Michael Chaim, for the $20 donation. Thank you so much. Woo! This is the celebration for that. Thank you so much. Tepito, yeah, I used to spend a lot of time in Tepito, and I have a lot of friends over there actually that they sell things. So Mike, thank you so much. By the way, guys, remember, any donation, we really appreciate it. There's no small donation, everything we really appreciate it. Costera Meditation, awesome word. Thank you to you, Costera Meditation. Thank you so much. There are non-tourist areas. Yes, like every place, there are non-tourist areas. So yes, we can talk a little bit about that maybe when we visit a little bit of the hoods and things like that. And remember, guys, also these streams are for you to know. Good night, Rex. I know that it's very late to you from the Philippines, I think, right? And remember, also these live streams that I do with my friend Rodrigo and my friend Indra, it's for if anybody wants a tour, you can see Tabacalera. I really like Indrani style for the architecture. So right now I think the Citadel Market is already kind of to start to be open. So Rodrigo gives you a really good tour over there. So let's keep checking over here the interesting details.
Yeah, well, as I was telling you guys, the mausoleum of now these people, some of the remains are here, and this is probably the one that everyone knows the better, Pancho Villa. Yeah. Who, by the way, that was not his real name. He was baptized as Doroteo Arango, but that was not a marketing, market possibly manipulator or something. And he changed his names to Francisco Villa, and then later everybody was calling him Pancho Villa. No, yeah. We know that he was even there was a bounty on his head in the United States because he was from Chihuahua, from the north of Mexico.
Yeah. Do you have donations set up on YouTube? Sadly, no yet, because 100% the 1,000 followers mark. But in the other streams, over there is the link to our PayPal, and over there is Condesa. Yeah, actually, we have already been to Condesa and things like that. We haven't been to Historic Center, so you could watch the old live streams, which again helps a lot to the algorithm. Or even better, you could hit the notification bell to know when we are going, or the notifications on Twitch, and you can stay for the whole tour live and ask us any questions. Look at this view. This is the museum, right?
Yes, guys. Well, this is because of the pandemic, sadly, it's closed along with the rest of the museums. But this is the National Museum of the National Revolution, the Mexican Revolution. So it's really ironic in a way, if you ask me, how this place ended up becoming the Museum to the Revolution, when it was originally thought at the beginning as a real monument, like an icon to the dictatorship, no, to Porfirio Diaz and the Congress, the Parliament, so to say, no. Imagine the capital. This is what replaced it. Now, the place is working for the heroes that were fighting against Diaz. So no one knows. We say, nadie sabe para quién trabaja. Who are we working for, really, no? In the end.
Yeah. All right, Guidi, I give you a follow already. Thank you so much, Guidi. You seem very nice, guys. Thank you. We are very nice guys. I think, no? We try to. We have our moments also. We have our moments.
We brush our teeth three times a day.
Yeah, that's what I try a lot. To not visit to the dentist anywhere. I was in Rio de Janeiro, or yeah, I will say that that's the only Rio. So I haven't actually seen the building of the coffee shop from a distance. It's pretty interesting how old it is and not that good taken care of. Do you think that those are apartments, Rodrigo?
Those are offices, I guess.
Because actually some part of those are the coffee shop,
yeah,
right?
you
which
can
is
go.
Huge. It's pretty big. And dangerous or not, I like to see the real life. Yeah, me too. I mean that's the goal of the company that we have, guys. It's called Mexico. I like to see also in favelas. Yeah, the favelas. I used to spend a lot of time in the kind of a favelas of Tepito. They're not as bad as you think. Here we can have a beautiful view.
Yeah, this is sorry. We'll get back to the favelas in Tepito.
Yeah.
And also in Ecatepec. But just wanted to show you those are the sculptures. Those were not thought or projected originally. They were added later in the 1930s.
I will do a zoom just for you guys to see it better. We are talking about that one in the corner, right?
Yeah, the corner. There's 4 of them in every corner. And you have to understand, guys, also that around that time, no, with the 1930s, 1940s, with Art Deco was also coming and trying to rule the canons of construction around here in the city. That was also the time when Diego Rivera and his pals were also very active. So the muralism movement and the recovery of the indigenous ideas were very popular around that time. So the sculptures that we have in the corner are trying to represent that are related to the Mexican people, the ones that were exploited by the dictatorship. And they were built in Art Deco style. And they all try to represent indigenous people, or more like the traditional Mexican style type of people.
Yeah. Okay.
We're going to see. Oh, I wanted to say actually that the journey through Tabacalera is so cool because there's so many secrets and anecdotes hidden within these few blocks. And also we will be able to check out some of the gems of architecture that were built in different times in history. So stick around and ask your friends to join us.
All right, careful over there with the bike. All right.
Yep.
Always careful crossing the streets, guys. This is how we are trained to cross the border. All right, let's see. All Mexicans speak so good English like you. No, actually, it's maybe will you? People in Mexico will speak English, maybe it's something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, it depends a lot. Honestly, I mean, I feel lucky that I could, go to a private school and I have like enough money to buy video games when I was a child. Because most of the Mexicans, we don't speak English. That's something that is not taught in the public school. So I don't know why we have a few buses with the dolphins
Oh, this is a cool tip for some of you guys. These buses here are going to Oaxaca.
Ah, and sponsored by the NFL.
Well, it seems like that.
Yeah.
Right here, you can find a shuttle to Oaxaca.
Yeah.
every day
500 pesos.
for
something.
500 pesos.
Yes.
Exactly.
In these buses?
Yeah, I have.
How are they? Like,
They're good, actually.
Yeah?
They're good. Yeah.
they are not like guajolotero buses.
I mean, you're not gonna be like in a 5-star bus,
Yeah.
super luxurious, where you can smoke inside or whatever.
Yeah.
But
it's
it
okay.
does the job. It does the
Okay.
job.
How many hours?
6 hours.
Okay, it's not that bad. Something that I have heard a lot is that the buses in Mexico are much better than the buses services in the US. Much more comfortable, you know.
That I wouldn't know, really.
That's what and actually, yeah, I saw it. I took like a Peter Pan bus from New York to Philly.
Peter Pan bus.
Yeah, that's the brand. And it was okay. I mean, but that was just 1 hour trip, I think.
Did you get magic dust?
No, I didn't stay young forever neither. So yeah, US bus sucks. Yeah, that's what I have heard, and I agree to that. Yeah, they are not that good, and even the service. Like, honestly, guys, when you come to Mexico, you're going to be amazed of how friendly is the people. How, you know, we are really into service, and we don't just say. That's really how we are. No, Mexicans, that's how we are. So yeah. Go to Oaxaca from here.
Yes, and then, well, I would recommend you take the shuttle at night. Then you can travel at night.
Yeah.
Just make sure, if you're like backpacking, just make sure you kind of like have your bag with your arms. You know, have it with you. That would be just the safety recommendation.
Measure.
Or
Yeah.
Exactly. So here we are. We made it to.
Okay.
So we can have a better.
Well, I think, you know, actually what I'm going to do with this donation, Rodrigo, that Mike really how do you say it, friendly, give it to us. I'm going to buy a wide lens adapter
Oh yeah,
to have
like a fish eye.
Yeah, the opposite of the fisheye, because instead of like just wider.
Okay.
So as soon as the stores are open.
Well, we
Because
want to show you this building, but let's see if we can find the best angle.
I think over there, no? Careful over here. All right.
Oh, well,
I
you
mean,
can see it here.
Yeah, here we can see it a little bit better. Maybe you step over here.
Yeah.
Because the microphone is over here.
So this is one of the examples I was telling you guys. The history of the neighborhood as a sprawl of the city, as a place for residences and all this. It goes back to like the 1860s, 1870s. But this house was built in the 1900s, 1910, and it was for the governor of Mexico City back then, a guy whose last name was very posh, Landa y Escandon. Take a look at his palace. This was his house, guys. It's built in an eclectic Phoenician style, very similar to the post office palace in the city too.
Wow. This was his house.
It was just a small mansion, you know. I mean, if the exploited Mexicans were paying for it, might as well.
You know, it reminds me a lot to the buildings in Zacatecas, especially with the cantera, kind of that color.
Exactly. The material, most of the stone comes from the cantera in the state of Zacatecas, which has this pale, like pale
Pinkish, yeah.
color. You'll find it in many different buildings from the colony as well. It was a very popular and common material because we have loads of it.
Yeah. How do you say
it's not that
cantera in
expensive
English,
too.
do you know?
No?
How do you say cantera in English? You know?
Like basalt, I guess? It's like-
Basalt, I think
It's
so.
a type of basalt stone, yeah.
Yeah. We're walking on this way. Lady Karma, it looks nice. Yeah, it's super beautiful. I wonder if it's offices now, I think. I mean, there's a lot of
Well,
businesses over here. Maybe
after
stores.
this guy died and like left and whatever, they became offices, and then it was acquired by a restaurant that didn't last a lot. But the cool thing about the restaurant was that they preserved the house inside just the way it was, with all the mampostery, It was all French style. Remember that at that time, the French eclectic style was ruling. Then we arrived, or we had the Art Deco. This is the other entrance here. Sadly, the door is no longer the original.
The iron work is super beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow.
In this case, we won't say sadly, but the house has now been like eclipsed by trees, guys. So the total of the detail of the easy to see.
Yeah.
But that's why we invite you to come over and
Check it on your own.
check it on your
With
own.
your own
check it
eyes.
with us.
Just want to mention over there those tacos. I don't know if you have ever been to those tacos. Rodrigo.
Absolutely, yes, of
They're
course, sir.
amazing.
Yum.
Yeah. Will there be some street food streams? Obviously, and right now we are going to talk a little bit about where I will take you to the next stream. Maybe this Friday. Maybe I'm trying to organize in search of the best taco of downtown live stream, something like that. So that place, Taquería El Progreso, is very good. They sell very different styles. But just to give you an idea, guys, if you're from the US and you know Rick Bayless, I have taken him over here to eat tacos, and he likes them a lot. He brings all his staff also here. So do you like something in particular about those tacos, Rodrigo?
Well, the tacos are amazing, but I also like the combination, no? Like the style that you might find as well here in Mexico City, like in many other old cities like Los Angeles or New York. Like look at the bottom, we have this taco restaurant, Taqueria. By the way, that's called Taqueria in Spanish, guys. We're gonna start giving you some Spanish lessons too.
Yeah.
So, but then upstairs you get to see still the building from the neoclassic, also kind of like French, from the late 1800s. And some of the windows still have the decorations, these ornaments with the faces of like cherubins or angels or like a Caesar-looking figure. You know? That's so unique, I would say.
Yeah. Today is the last day of the lockdown, right? Well, I think it is. I'm pretty sure. I haven't heard if that that changed, because sometimes when it changes exactly that day, not that day the government tells you, you know what, actually the lockdown is going to be continuing for 1 week. So, okay.
Sorry.
So I haven't checked that, but we really hope that is the last day of the full lockdown that we have. I mean, remember that our lockdown is based on the amount of people that it's in the hospitals. So if we have more than 80% of people in the hospitals, it is a
lockdown.
It is a lockdown. I thought till the 31st before another announcement. I heard that actually till the 27th on the last announcement. Have you heard anything else, Rodrigo?
No, I haven't, but what I know is that the restrictions are becoming a lot more loosened.
Loose, yeah. Yes, because also the economy cannot last, you know. So remember that a lot of Mexicans, a huge part of the population relies on daily income, on whatever they can make, on whatever money they will make that day, selling, reselling, or whatever this they have a business. So I have heard a hunger. So better I open, and I get, with COVID I can get better. No, serious. Yeah, we can see. Interesting. Some arrachera tacos. Seems good. I haven't come to try those. Look at this view, guys. This is super beautiful. The building over here, the tables over there. You should do a screenshot of this and save it as a screensaver, guys, because it's super pretty. So
sometimes can find this type of plates like this one. And it just gives you just a bullet of information about the place you're looking at, no? Yeah. And basically this is the house where these famous archaeologists we had, died in 1906. No?
Yeah, it's very random that you can just find those things. All right, yeah. So Mike, that's what we have heard so far. This coffee shop is good, no? Do you like it?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. I actually. I remember that I came once in a tour over here.
Oh, take a look at this. The little figurine. It is that's in a way, guys, a sign of probably knowing that the place is owned or like the administration is run by someone that practices maybe Santeria, because the figurine resembles like a Santeria voodoo woman from the Antilles, from Cuba, from Haiti or Dominicana. No?
So have
she
you
has
heard-
been beautifully dressed with an apron that says the capital of coffee,
Yeah,
but it's like in disguise.
yeah. So have you seen like that in other businesses?
Yes,
Like-
I've seen something like that in other businesses. Yeah. It's like calling for abundance, attraction of customers, no?
Yeah.
Those ideas.
Lady Karma, the stone craving is lovely. Yeah, I think your message are a little bit late. Sorry. Sometimes we have Mexican internet problems. So sorry. I hope Zocalo opens up soon. Yeah, we hope so. I mean, because right now I'm living pretty much as a walking distance from the Zocalo and all of that. I want to take you over there to a very early walk. And for you two guys to see it, because even that it's the lockdown, there's always people over there. Just I think that in the first lockdown, the Zocalo was completely dead. You went actually, not really good to this to see the Zocalo on the first lockdown, that it was
Yes.
all empty.
I was there, guys. It was scary. That was really scary. Like that's probably the most populated, the busiest,
Yeah.
the most crowded place in the city all the time, at all times.
Yeah,
That is like open, no?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden there was no one,
yeah.
nobody, just me on my bicycle.
Business closed, everything gone.
That's something to remember.
Yeah.
Really something to remember.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're gonna take a quick turn here to the left. There's a reason why we have so much street food on that side, guys. This is, as we told you before, we're working towards Reforma. So this is an office, an office area. No, this is like a business area all around here, and also over there that building, very modern construction, which is very young. Really, is like 10 years old. That's the Senate, the office of the Mexican Senate, the facilities, right? So a lot of people before the lockdown that were working around here or staying around here because there's so many hotels, they would come to these street food stalls for lunch. No, they would be always super busy, not like right now, but they still have to work, as we were saying.
Yeah. Lady Karma, Tabacalera is near from Zocalo. That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's not like 1 block away, but it's maybe like a 15-minute walk.
Yeah, I think it's a 15-minute walk. Yeah.
If you walk straight, and also it's a very nice walk because you walk over Juarez Avenue, you cross Reforma, then
you walk by Alameda Park.
If you walk, yeah, exactly. So it's a nice walk. So it's not like 1 block away, it's like 15, maybe like, yeah, actually like 10, 15 blocks. But it's, I mean, considering the size of the city, near. So lots of street food here, guys. Let me just give you a panoramic view of the street food. Here we can see some juices.
This is juice.
No?
Look at those giant jars. That's mandarin juice, grapefruit juice in the middle, orange juice in the left.
Yeah.
They
El
already have it
Mauri
prepared.
says el buen ro. Mauri Gea, el buen ro.
Ah, yes. Mau, saludos. Nos vemos al rato. See you later.
So we have more tacos here, and they seem like chorizo, guisado tacos over here.
From the guisado. These ones are tacos made of the traditional Mexican dishes, guys, like sliced chili peppers with sour cream and chicken or mushrooms. That's rajas, for example. No? Or chicharrón, which is the deep fried pork skin dipped in a chili pepper salsa. Could be green salsa, so that's chicharrón and salsa verde, for example.
Remember that soon we're going to do a live stream focused on the street food, especially street tacos, tortas, el pantera, no? More tacos. This looks like
Quesadillas, deep fried quesadillas and gorditas.
everything deep fried. We call it garnachas,
Yes, exactly. Gorditas, garnachas.
fritangas.
This is the type of food that goes straight to your heart, guys.
Yeah, it touches your heart.
Oh, look. We already have the early jacarandas for the spring.
Yeah, they are blooming already. Let me show you the tree over here. So the city, some sections of the city become super purple. Like, well, I think that you cannot see it very well in the live stream, but that tree, it's all with purple things. Yeah, exactly like that one. Looks like a, how do you call it? Like a peach? No, cherry tree.
Like a cherry, yeah? Like a sakura.
We have snow. Snow? Where are you, by the way? Weedy me.
Gracias, buenos días.
Gracias.
Remember, guys, that also after we make it to noon, like 12 p.m., you no longer say buenos días.
Yeah.
You have to say buenas tardes
Buenas tardes. Till what time?
until 6, 7 p.m.
Yeah.
Then it becomes buenas noches.
I'm in Munich. Oh, cool. Oh, damn it. It's so hard to say your name. But in Munich, thanks so much for watching this.
Guys, I wanted to show you this place that looks like a little abandoned. Maybe you can see, or if not, I will read it for you. But the place that is there, which was replaced recently, says 1936, and Mario Pani, architect. Mario Pani, we have talked about him before. He was important and renowned architect of that time, the 30s, even the 50s. He was the leader of the project of the National University of Mexico, the campus that we have today called UNAM, or Ciudad Universitaria, University City. Together with another architect, the same guy that remodeled the Monument of Revolution we saw before, they built this building, which was a very famous 5-star hotel in the middle of the 20th century. It was known as Hotel Reforma, and it appeared in several movies, several like 5-star movies as well from the 1940s, black and white Mexican cinema. But there's a secret and a cool anecdote about this place, guys. Frank Sinatra, when he came to Mexico in the 30s to 40s, he stayed in this hotel, and there's a famous photograph of him talking to someone else, can't remember the name right now. Frank Sinatra was hosted in this hotel, which sadly is like not working anymore. There's problems with it, it's like in dispute. But the famous dining halls can be rented for special events if you want.
Yeah, I came here to the exhibition of Giger. How do you call the guy?
Geiger.
H.R.
Geiger.
H.R. Geiger. And it was pretty cool. Are you a history teacher? They are asking you.
I will probably become one in the future. I certified myself as a tour guide, guys. So I have the right to and supposed to have the knowledge to share this with you.
But that doesn't give you all the knowledge that you have. No, you have to study apart. No?
Oh yeah, the diploma course will not just teach you everything. I'm just passionate about all.
He's a nerd.
I'm a nerd. Yeah, I'm a nerd. So you can have a better perspective of the architecture here. It's like modern, a little functionalist, but still very strong. And it has the elements of these materials of constructions that were used by the pre-Columbian or the Mesoamerican civilizations.
Yeah.
Basically the reddish or the purple stone, that's volcanic stone, known as tezontle, guys. So you can have the combination of tezontle and just regular painted concrete.
Yeah. Can you hold me this, Rodrigo? I just want to take off my...
Sure, sir, no problem. Right, guys, so right now we're standing in the corner that is, it's with Reforma. So this is what I was telling you, Reforma here, this is part of the city that we have already been with you before. There is a dedicated bicycle lane as well. Many different streets now have this benefit. Do you want to try bike riding? And we have some guys enjoying the city on a bike. Welcome, hello.
I like your little gimbal, man.
Oh, thank you. It's my friends. We're having just a virtual tour.
Here.
Live streaming. See you.
Are we on TV now?
Yeah, you are on TV. Bye.
All right.
So we're gonna walk back into Tabacalera to discover a couple more places.
Perfect. Yeah, it's getting quite warm today. Because some days it's sunny like now, but more windy, chill. But today it's pretty warm. And also to figure out a way, because Rodrigo likes a lot to do these bike excursions, that we can put the phone over there and he can take you to one of these. I think it will be nice, no? I have no idea how to put that on a bike.
Yeah, we'll have to figure it out.
Yeah. I have seen some streamers that do that. That they put it in like the scooter.
There's something in the chest. You can wear it as a chest,
yeah.
and it also helps balancing the.
Yeah. Yeah, and even I'm not sure how that works, but I mean we are just starting to learn over here how to do these live streams. We are not experienced. We just started this a month ago, so you have to excuse us if there's anything that you're like, oh, these guys are amateurs, you know? So, yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to reinvent ourselves.
Yeah.
We think the future will be a little bit like this. We try to provide you with some value, and then if you decide to travel, you're able to visit Mexico City, then you can rely on us.
Oh yeah, actually I forgot. I don't know if I told you, but this actually going to be giving like a small virtual chat to tourism students from Canada that they are obviously because they can't travel right now. So I'm going to be telling them about this project that we have been doing, and hopefully that helps us also to increase a bit the subscribers, and maybe we can get more tourist hospitality schools that are interested on that. So yeah, there's lots of people here basically because of the offices.
Yep.
Lots of godines.
Yeah, it's like almost like welcome to Mexico City, January 2020.
Yeah.
Just before the pandemic. No, but I mean, if we were like no lockdown, and if it was 2019, there will be 3 times more people.
Yeah. This area is super busy, always packed. I actually went to see those apartments, and they are amazing, obviously expensive, mostly owned by politicians that they are not even there. Yeah.
Sounds familiar.
Nah, just kidding. No, but he knows a lot. Where are their narcos at?
Somewhere over
On
there.
TV. On TV now. And most of the narcos are now like on the avocado business, on the tuna business, on the vanilla. Anyway, we're not talking about that. So you can also have Panda Express over here.
Yeah.
Another Starbucks, as I think somebody mentioned on the live stream that I did at night over Reforma that there were so many Starbucks. We could do a Starbucks tour, guys, if you want. Yeah. Culiacán, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Culiacán, Sinaloa, Guerrero, Michoacán. I'm not sure.
Vamos por acá.
Okay.
We're gonna show you guys now the building of the lottery, the National Lottery of Mexico.
What plaza is this? Where's Colón?
he went on vacation.
So over there, guys, usually we have a Cristobal Columbus statue with his priest over there, but
Christopher Columbus. We only have now the base of the monument,
yeah.
but not the statue. The statue was removed by the government supposedly because they were gonna restore it, but in reality there was a bunch of people like, you know, against and angry and upset because of Columbus was the reason and the responsible, the guilty guy for the destruction of the Mesoamerican civilizations.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds actually a little too exaggerated, but people are sometimes angry because of these things that happened 500 years ago.
We have I don't remember what it's called, but it's like it has a name, no, like the Mexican resentment or something like that, no? And it's very common in many cultures that they were conquered, you know, in many countries and cultures. Yeah, and sometimes, you know, like we have seen, like hundreds of years passed, and you're like, get over that, no? It's what matters is what you can do now, not what it was done after. No,
you can see also here exactly. I would agree with that absolutely, and because without Columbus we wouldn't be here anyway. So
yeah,
here, guys, we have one type of hotel. This hotel was built in the beginning of the 20th century, called Imperial Hotel. It was supposed to be luxurious. It was very luxurious, but now it's more like an average, but still works as a hotel. Then you have the Fiesta Americana. This is a lot more modern architecture from the 60s maybe. And then you have Le Méridien.
Oh yeah, we have all the different styles of hotels.
So this roundabout here is it has a lot of accommodation.
Yeah, and over there in that empty area is where another hotel was, no? But it's fallen in the earthquake, I think.
No, this big space was a terrible, ugly building for businesses.
Yeah,
and it was torn down, and I don't know what they're gonna build now. But it's important that you mention it because right there, right in that spot, in the 1800s, before there was running water in every house in the city, he was one of the main pumping big cisterns where water was taken to different neighborhoods from here. And it was also the first public swimming pool in Mexico City about 150 years ago.
Oh wow!
Over there.
Have you seen pictures of that?
Yeah, we've seen pictures of that.
You know, because actually we can show pictures in the live stream.
Ah, see?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So maybe for the next ones, we will try to get a few before we are going, and then show them where we are at. So yeah, let's plan to do that. So I think that will be a good added thing to see the comparison of the old with the actual, no, with the modern maybe. So we are walking again over Reforma Avenue, but just in the border of Tabacalera and Juarez neighborhood.
Yeah, I think you haven't been all this far in Reforma before with.
Yeah, no,
before.
no,
This is
no.
another portion.
Yeah, because the Reforma is huge. Like I think it's like 17 kilometers or.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so actually the other day somebody told me, oh yeah, I live in Reforma, and I was like, oh, we are neighbors, and he told me, no, after the Fuente de Petróleos, and I was like, no, that's super far.
That's super far.
Yeah, no. Se mantienen en ocho. That's great. So guys, I think that most of you already have been watching this for a while. Remember to hit the like button, the subscribe button, the notification bell if you're watching this on a replay. If you want to join to the live streams, hit the notification bell on Twitch, on YouTube, and yeah, so you can be live talking with us, asking us things. We're not shy. You can ask us anything, what you have for breakfast, you know, anything. All right.
If you want to learn Spanish, also if you have any questions about how to say a particular word in Spanish,
Yeah. Also,
you can ask that too.
podemos hacerlo bilingüe, bilingual tour. No, so don't be shy. All right, so we are walking over. I haven't actually seen all of these. What the hell is this? This used to be a Sanborns.
Yeah, this used to be a Sanborns.
I didn't came here since that. I have never seen this. Metropolitan
Fish Factory.
Interesting.
So this is like a famous. It's not a famous, but what is famous is the fish tacos. Those
Yeah.
are famous, but from the north of Mexico, from
Yeah.
Baja California,
Yeah.
and from Sonora.
I mean, the pictures look good.
Sinaloa. Yeah, the pictures look good. If you wanna have some ceviche, guys, or fish tacos.
Maybe I can come here when I do the live stream of taco touring, finding the best taco in Tabacalera now, because I can see that there's a lot of options. That arrachera taco stand that we saw looks very interesting also.
Burger place.
Yeah, I don't. What's the name? Alaska?
Alaska. That's clever.
Alaska.
You can see how constantly some areas in the city change. Reforma, this part, as we saw before, we have seen constructions that are over 100 years old, guys. And now this place they just got rid of what was here, which was also another building.
Yeah, I don't remember which one. It was a newer one.
It was
no?
a newer one, yeah, but it's gone now.
Yeah.
Something new will be built here.
Something newer.
And this orange building is where Ubis used to live a while ago.
Did I tell you about that?
Well, he posted a photograph on the swimming pool at the rooftop of this building.
Yeah. Like I told you guys, I like to be on different Airbnbs. The one over here was very nice, but crazy expensive. Well, for Mexican standards, right? Maybe for that price, that will get you like a hole in the wall in New York City, no, in Manhattan. But over here was expensive, but it was great. The pool that they have in the top was amazing.
This building is it's very nice. It's quite interesting. It has the shape of a giant H when you see it from a distance, and it's built of like solid concrete. But it's so funny and interesting, the color that it has.
Yeah.
And it's standing on the place that used to be one of the biggest houses, like single residences that were ever built over Reforma. That house looked similar to the palace we showed you before, but now it's been removed and we have this cool tower here.
Well, that was fantastic. I was going to ask you something, but I forgot it. But yeah, we are almost arriving to the corner of Reforma and the main avenue that connects Reforma Monument, I mean the Revolution Monument with Reforma. which you're going to recognize in a few moments. So we have been for 54 minutes on the live stream, guys. I hope that you have been enjoying it. I hope that you have been liking it.
Thank you again a lot for the donation.
Thank you. Yeah, really appreciate it.
A glass adapter, so we have
Yeah.
a magnifying.
Yeah, I think that like a wider thing. I mean, because the other option will be to buy another phone, but no, that's too expensive. So just like a glass that give us more view. Great stream. Thanks so much, Witty May. Thank you so much. I think actually that maybe we are growing a little bit faster on Twitch than on YouTube, at least to reach the partner like level. In Twitch it's only 50 subscribers, and in YouTube it's like 1,000. It's 1,000.
We have 1,000 subscribers now?
No. We need to reach 1,000.
Oh, you need?
This is a great Japanese restaurant, by the way, Daikoku. It's very good. Yeah, very good. But right now, in the last maybe 5 years, a lot of Japanese restaurants. Great stream.
This is the Barcelona Hotel.
Yeah.
It has been many different brands actually.
Yeah, it's so weird because they just randomly change the name. Or it's Meridien, or it's Barcelona.
Or Crystal Grand.
Yeah, it's so weird. I don't know if they change it every time that somebody books. Oh, I booked. Yeah, they booked the Crystal Grand. Change the name.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. The car on the right was an Escalade. Yeah, that one. Yeah, for the fancy politicians usually.
Yeah. Yeah, probably going to the Senate.
Yeah, true. Yeah, today's a regular work day, guys. So it's maybe some people working. Okay. Oh wow.
We have a waiters meeting.
Yeah. Let's take a look. This is a Mexican brand, Sonora Grill. Yeah, actually the other day I was meeting the guy that does the social media manager of this.
Sonora is the state of Mexico that could be, you could say like Sonora is like the Texas of Mexico in a
Yeah.
way, like in terms of the quality of meat.
Yeah.
So they have very like good meat quality, and I think the brand actually comes from Sonora, in fact,
Yeah.
from the state of Sonora. And well, the name says it all. So it's grilled meat, excellent steaks and everything.
Yeah. That's for the national businesses. Oh wow, there used to be a building over there.
There used to be a building over there, yeah. It seems that Mexico City is falling apart.
Yeah. So it seems like pandemic times are the best times to build new buildings, apparently. It's weird.
Or get rid of the old ones.
Yeah. Have you ever heard, Rodrigo, that very near here somewhere, I think that very near that Caballito, there's a famous tacos right now that is called Los Provolones. Have you heard of them?
I haven't heard of them.
I recently heard about them, and every person has told me they are amazing, so I had to come to look for them.
Wow. We need to go. Maybe we can go after this.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we are very close to the end of our experience. I don't know if we're gonna be able to make it to the last place I had in mind. It's just a few blocks away. But I wanted to show you, well, the whole area, the whole roundabout. Look at this family having a nice ride. The whole roundabout here. It's in a strategical location, as you can see over there. We're back again to the Revolution Monument. That was meant to be a capital looking and this was known as the corner between Reforma and the Avenue Juarez and Bucareli. Right there where we have, that is a fountain. It's off right now, sadly, but normally there's water sparkling from there. So there used to be a big statue we called the Little Horse, or El Caballito, which was a statue of Carlos IV, Charles IV, King of Spain. It's an iron sculpture that was moved away, and in its place we had a modern Mexican sculptor whose name is Sebastian. Well, that's his famous name as a sculptor and artist. And he made a symbolic metaphor of a caballito, or a little horse. Caballito means little horse. So that yellow structure there, if you actually look at it for a while, it does look like a little horse, right? And now we have it. And then the building behind it, which is the treasure house in Mexico. It's a building that most people don't really like.
Yeah.
It has a replica again of the little caballito, well, the big yellow caballito. There's a smaller one in the corner. And finally here, guys, if we were able to travel back in time to the 1850s, 1860s, we would be looking here to a big Plaza de Toros. This would be like a bullfighting stage right here where this building is located that I'm showing you now. This was the outskirts of the city around that time. So these sports, this like entertainment would happen here. There was a toreo, we call it. It was destroyed and the place was taken by a big mansion as well. And in the 40s, they built this Art Deco style building dedicated to the National Lottery of Mexico. It's called El Moro. It's one of the most like postcard pictures of the Art Deco present in the city.
Yeah. It's funny that the lottery is next to the IRS.
Yeah, the National Lottery of Mexico. It's the building right next to the IRS, the treasure house.
There.
Yeah.
No, so that's weird. All right. Well, I think that we can finish here, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Any last words, Rodrigo?
Yeah, well, maybe we can do it later in a different live streaming. But the final place we wanted to visit, but we are not gonna have time, was the place where the tobacco company was settled.
Yeah.
It's a house built in the 1700s because of something interesting about the avenue over there. Is the oldest avenue in America, so it has very old buildings that are still present till this day. So that place now is the Museum of San Carlos. But we couldn't see it today. We'll see it next time. Okay.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Let me just change the camera. Thank you so much, guys, again, to be here, to be constantly here. So remember, next one on Friday, I will link over there the PayPal for any donations, and also remember that you can just send us an email. Right now that maybe the restrictions are a little bit eased, we can do tours over there. Rodrigo does amazing things. As you can see, he knows a lot of things, and if he doesn't, he just makes them up.
Yeah.
So we can provide that thing. All right, guys.
Poetic license.
All right, guys. Thank you so much, Mike, Witty Mike. I can see the comments over here. So really appreciate it. And stay safe. Wear your masks. And that's it. All right.
Stick around. Share this information. Remember to subscribe, like everything you want to do. Enjoy us, and we'll see each other next time.
Lady Karma, Benjamin.
Stay safe.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Ciao.